We did our rounds. We had all our branches had meetings. And as far as I'm aware, based on reports that we've received, that majority are saying that they want their adjustments now, because the money should have been there.
3 days later, all 10 branches of the Belize National Teachers Union met to discuss the delay of government salary adjustment for teachers and public officers. Other national issues outlined in the B.N.T.U's 8 points agenda were also on the table.
The Council of Management believes that it is high time that our union start to address a number of issues, including quite a number of national issues that almost all Belizeans speak of on a daily basis. There is the matter of the Prime Minister asking the unions to defer their salary adjustment. We have difficulty agreeing to that. There are a number of many other national issues that we see plaguing this country. We keep on talking about it, and we need now to be able to come up with a concerted effort for us to try and address it.
Industrial action was looming. This was of concern to the then Prime Minister, Dean Barrow.
This matter was discussed with the joint unions negotiating team, with the presidents of all three unions involved who represent government salaried workers. That is the APSSM, the PSU, and the B.N.T.U. Government did not at the meeting say to them, we are not going to pay you. We made a request that they consider, in view of the hurricane, a deferral of the salary adjustment, the amount of which and the principle of which had already been agreed.
Unlike this year's United Front in 2016, the APSSM and the Public Service Union were not siding with the teachers. They voted in favor of deferring the payment until the start of the 2017-2018 fiscal year. These are adjustments that were due in June of 2016.
The teachers want a raise, no want to defer. Let me use the proper word. They don't want the increase to be deferred. The PSU and the other groups say, we make we defer it. So two they say, make we defer. And one say, we don't want defer. So I think we will have to try to meet with all three organizations again so that was to come up with some kind of solution or some final answer, then I should say final answer.
Only 2 days later, B.N.T.U's executive announced the union's intention to converge on the Independence Hill in a mass demonstration. A joint union meeting was held with the Prime Minister the following day, and on September 19, 2016, thousands of teachers marched in protest.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved.
It shows that the Belizean people are serious about what they want in terms of good governance. We need to stand up for our country. We are seeing there's so many issues that are negatively affecting this country. We have to deal with those matters.
A meeting was held with the Prime Minister the day after Independence Day. Thereafter, B.N.T.U's executive went back to consult with their membership. Those consultations were followed by an all-day session with government representatives. Yet, nothing was accomplished, and the B.N.T.U served notice it would be taking industrial action.
I therefore urge the B.N.T.U, and I'm here appealing to the wider membership, and not just the Council of Management, to call off this destructive crusade.
With the APSSM and PSU in agreement about deferring the salary adjustment, B.N.T.U conceded. But the union's 8 other demands remained live issues. B.N.T.U's first day of strike action on Monday, October 3rd, began with a scene eerily reminiscent of the worst of the 2005 riots.
What we can tell is that we, like every other viewership, came out here and we saw the bridge blocked. So what we just, like any other person standing by, we were entertained by it. So we were watching it, then the police will arrest 2 of our people there.
I got the video, I have the video right
Sticks
here.
was all day with those guys over at the Teachers Union. So we have an alibi. This is copy injustice. They took sticks from, Sticks from Days of Healing, and they took with Big June. from our good cola and from go have songs. This complete chance.
City schools became ghost towns and B.N.T.U proclaimed their first day of strike action a success. Still, there was no resolution on the teachers' 8-point agenda, so they continued to strike for the next 10 days. UDP stalwart Alfonso Noble protested teachers being out of class.
You see, it might seem funny, it might seem like a joke that it is only me and I'm Yellowman and Alan Kelly and my brother out here, but let me explain something to you. This is 4 persons standing for a belief that thousands of Belizeans have out here. Let me explain something to you. This at the start, you know. The teachers need to go back to school.
On October 13th, the unions and the Prime Minister met where some agreements were reached on the union's 8-point agenda.
Point number 2 was that an international investigation be conducted into what is described as the apparent connection and involvement of ministers of government with Danny Mason. We've agreed that we have no difficulty, government that is, in trying to source some external assistance for such an investigation.
By October 18th, B.N.T.U's membership called for an end to the strike. Teachers were called back to the classroom.
The Belize National Teachers Union wishes to inform the nation that the membership has decided that we put the strike on hold and return to the classrooms on Wednesday, October 19, 2016, while we keep a watchful eye over the execution of the agreements reached.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.